So, we're live. Okay. Just cut this really quick. So, no, it's not. Give me 1 second, guys. There we go. Alrighty. I had to quickly. I need to like move fast. Oh my god, is this ever gonna show here? Hey, hold on. Yes, thank you. For crying out loud. Alright. Watch live. There we go. Also real quick.
I've had my highs, but I definitely had my lows as well. I went from being a double champion with my best friend by my side, standing here and looking at it. Now, my life has been a little strange, a little rough recently, a little complicated. But honestly, there's a pretty simple path for me to gain my peace back, and that's winning at Deadline and walking into New Year's Evil
Be right back, guys. Let me
to
get my.
become the NXT Women's Champion.
That's a nice thought, Soul, but take it from someone with experience. The path is never that simple. I've come this close too many times to lose it. I'm ready to run through a brick wall to win that title, and there's not a woman in this ring who can stop me.
Jordan, cállate la boca. You're not the only one that's been crazy here, mama. John Cena chose all of us here for a reason. Pero he picked me because no matter how many times I've gotten screwed, I still believe in myself. From NXT to AAA, Vice City is everywhere, baby. And if it weren't for Lainey, I would be your women's champion right now.
Look, maybe that is true. But right now, the only champion in here is me.
True.
Look, I know I'm going to be an underdog walking into this match. But I always rise to the level of my competition. And I also know that this is going to be one of the toughest challenges for me. But I am built on big moments. Shut up, Kendall.
Huh.
You may be the Evolve Women's Champion, and you're doing great. But now you're swimming with the sharks, and there's blood in the water. Lola and Jordan. How many more failed attempts is it going to take for you guys to realize that you'll never be good enough for the women's title?
Bam, there's
No
booing.
one cares about your excuses because they're not valid. This is the Iron Survivor Challenge, and there's no match like it. This match is electrifying, dynamic, innovative. Ironically, all words to describe Kalani Jordan. And now that I'm looking around this ring, I realize there's only two people that have even done this match before, and it's me and Soul. But Soul's knee is all jacked up, and it's gonna look like she's not even gonna have her bestie by her side. So all you guys can come out here and talk a big game, but guess what? At Deadline, I'm gonna walk out the #1 contender because you guys are all stand-ins, and I'm the standout. Have some respect!
I'm sorry I'm late, guys. There's fatal influence.
NXT Universe is fired up tonight.
Wow. You know, I just wanted to come out here and say how excited I am. Really, I can't wait to be at Deadline to see who the lucky loser at New Year's Evil is gonna be. Because now that the NXT Women's Championship is back around my beautiful itty bitty 2-inch waist, all order has been restored in NXT. Which brings me to my next question. In what world do you think I'm gonna let any of you losers ruin that for me? I mean, let's look at the playing field, shall we? So, Ruka, poor soul with her broken heart and her bum leg. And then we have, the new flavor of the week, Kendall Gray, who's clearly way in over her head. And then, wow, I can always run it back with Jordan and Lola, only for it to feel like deja vu when you go choke once again. And there's Kalani. Hey, girl. How you doing? Yeah, I know. I don't like her either, but you know what, Kalani? I'm glad to see you're finally showing some spine. But you're talking a little too confident for someone who just lost her title last week in New York City, so shh.
Please! I'd still be Knockouts champion if it wasn't for this meathead.
Oh my. Here we go.
It's just popping off on a Tuesday. So much for the summit.
Oh,
being
fatal
peaceful.
influence.
Jordan Grace, Kalani, Jordan failing now.
10-woman tag match?
Getting into the ring. Everything. Ava's got
No.
to get some sense
No,
of
sorry.
order out here
8-woman
tonight.
tag match.
Kendall Gray, Lola Vice.
That would be epic.
Oh, goodness, wow. Moon and Soul Ruka
That would be epic tonight.
That may be every woman for themselves on Saturday, but it looks like
8-woman
the
tag
Survivor
match.
participants are standing
This
together
could happen.
tonight.
How about John Cena saying he believed in Joe Hendry? He even did the spin like you. That was good. Pretty cool. Cool.
This year has just been full of career highlights, but to have the greatest of all time, John Cena, pick me to be a part of the Iron Survivor Challenge.
It's an honor.
It's got to be up there. But tonight, we got an 8-man tag.
I'm so sorry.
And is something funny?
No.
Stop it, they're right there.
I'm sorry. Should we leave?
Honestly, Joe, you shouldn't leave. Whatever this is, you chose Thea to be your tag team partner at Gold Rush, and honestly, she let you down.
Hey, dude, right here.
Come
Right
on,
here.
think of it. Chelsea and Ethan should have chosen a real power couple, like us.
No, honestly, Joe, let me handle this. All right, this is disgusting. If Joe Hendry believes in me, then I believe I could kick your ass tonight.
I believe I can get it
Hey, come on. I believe you'll kick her ass.
I guess we're both wrestling tonight.
I believe in Thea Hater.
This is dumb. This is dumb.
Well, we saw what happened earlier today. That has led to this moment and this matchup right now. The question is, do you believe, Corey? Thea Hale looking to make some believers tonight. Hale, Grace, live next. I'm still skeptical at best.
Becky.
Margarita, skinny, too heat, spicy. You don't survive by being lucky, you survive by being good. Sometimes I think they forget who the greatest female wrestler of all time is. Don't worry, I'll remind them. At WrestleMania Vegas, it's anyone's game.
And we're back in the show. I'm sorry I'm late. I had to do some stuff and I Need to finish it. It only take a minute. Only take a minute. I'll be right back. Just a minute. There you go. That better? Yep. I'll be right back. So, oh geez. Okay, that's a little better. That turned down. Now that's a little better. Alright. I'll be right back, guys. There we go. Alright. Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez.
Evolve title match, and tonight you interfered in the Iron Survivor Summit. So you three actually have a 6-woman tag team match tonight against Soul, Lola, and Kendall. So if I were you, I would get ready right now. But where are you going? Why does she keep
Wow, Ava
And I called it.
her foot down towards those three.
I called it was kind of a tag team match. 6 women. I thought it was 8 women, but whatever.
There you see Grace coming to the ring with Stacks, and it was TNA International Champion Steve Macklin, who is watching this matchup closely, wants to make Stacks a forgotten son of TNA Director of Authority Santino Marella at TNA Final Resolution. You can see what he posted on social media. Wonder if Stacks is
Oh, Friday's TNA Final Resolution? Hold on.
What's going on here at hand with Ariana Grace tonight? NXT on the CW brought to you by Jeff. Or you can't even argue with me. Ariana Grace was flat out rude earlier today at PA.
I have never found myself in an inarguable
Oh, it's Corey.
situation.
Oh.
All right, the fact is, Ariana Grace and Stacks were enjoying themselves. They were laughing. It was Thea Hale who took exception to the fact that that couple was having a great time. That's not rude on Ariana's part.
Their expense making fun of them? I mean, that was rude.
They weren't saying
It is
to
this
them,
Friday.
they were saying it about them. Totally different scenario.
I'm not going to win this
Huh.
one. I'm going to go back to Stacks for a second. It's Grace Well, how worried should Stacks be of someone like Steve Macklin, who you know very well?
I've known Macklin a long time. He's a very, very dangerous individual, borderline unhinged at times. I think Stacks knows he's in for a fight, but I personally think Stacks has what it takes to knock off Macklin.
Well, as we focus in on the evening, we of course talk about Saturday, San Antonio Deadline. You take a look at these two.
I wonder where Booker is today.
What the hell's Thea Hale doing?
No, I was wondering what Stacks was doing. Stacks hit the door with that chop right to the throat. And I was getting ready to ask you, who needs this win more?
I believe Ariana Grace needs every win the most so she can show the world what some of us already know, that she is the future of WWE. She's got style, she's got grace, she's incredibly friendly to be around. I think the world needs more Ariana Grace.
Thea would love to pick up a win ahead of her WWE's main event match.
I would love Thea to kill Xanax. That doesn't mean it's going to happen.
What is your issue with Thea Hale?
She doesn't have an off switch. She gives me anxiety watching her.
Well, what about this action by Ariana Grace screaming? Speaking of which, this matchup just made official. 6-woman tag team match still to come. Looking for another neck breaker. Countered. Backslide by Hale. Shoulders down. And a near fall. What is someone like General Manager Nick Aldis get another cover, another count, another kick out looking for when he watches two aspiring superstars compete?
Star power. First and foremost, that is arguably the most important asset an aspiring WWE superstar has. Ariana Grace has it in spades. Who connects with the audience? Who makes the audience feel warm and fuzzy inside?
Oh, Jordan. No, not Jordan. Why did I say Jordan? Thea Hale.
That the roster of men and women have a chip on their shoulder after not being selected by John Cena to head to the Iron Survivor Challenge.
You can look at it one of two ways. You can compare it a chip on your shoulder, or you can use it as, big exploder suplex motivation to step up your game.
Big kick under the jaw, thought cover, instead did not.
That's something right there. Maybe that's why John Cena didn't choose Thea.
Stacks!
Got an opportunity to make a cover.
Joe Hendry.
And there's Joe Hendry.
Oh, yes. Standing ovation. No, 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 no. Yes, Kimura lock. And Ariana tap. Hell yeah.
Never give you a hell yeah, even if there's a fire.
Oh, hell yeah.
Guessing calling out someone like Joe Hendry for his Gold Rush pick of Thea Hale, who is victorious here tonight. Big win for Hale on the final NXT before Saturday's Deadline.
OPM.
Idiots.
Don't tell me that's Chase U. I knew it.
It's 20 left. You just seen it try to pull up on us, right? You let it happen again and we won't be having this conversation. ¿Entiendes? A la otra son seis. Let me handle this. I'll talk to him. You do it.
All sides. Hey, the music is on. Turn it off. I'm trying. Turn it off. I swear I'm trying. Did you hear what they said? No. Next time they see y'all, it's on site. And I don't know exactly what that means, but they sounded pretty pissed off. Are y'all stupid? We have great. Shut up. I'm sorry. Why are your shoes? I am so stuck.
Yeah.
Mr. Chase better get his house in order ASAP.
Oh, hello, Fast. How are you? Hope you're doing well.
Well, this is going to be a grudge match to say the least. Briggs getting ready to go one-on-one with Tavion Heights. It's next on NXT.
Oh, we're in commercial, guys. Amazing. We have 1 minute and 30 seconds left.
I haven't had a Thomas correctly.
Thanks, Tom. Hey, our English club is Club England.
Heavens no.
Oh, honey, are you from England?
Nee, I am also from Antwerp. You have the whole day thought through. A quick pop in exploratory rubbish sample retreat. And then on your ship with you.
There are moments where every second feels like a month, and there are moments where 25 years feels like a second. My lens through what WWE is like 220 dates a year, 5 dates a week, different town every night, and like there are just gaps that I can't. Like I don't know what happened in 2006, you know, like. But if I have some time, and if I have a little bit of guidance of like, hey, in 2006 you had I remember that. That's where like the decades feel like seconds.
Tom Rinaldi's full interview with John Cena will be available immediately following.
I am so intrigued with this interview. Why am I?
And Saturday night's main event in Washington, D.C. on December 13th.
Big win for theater tonight, but we was just talking about how we're gonna be goofy ass Dark State. Come on now, Earls. Come on. We can't let them do us like they did us before, fam. Come on.
Look, I didn't have any run-ins with Dark State like you guys, but if it wasn't for y'all showing up last week, I'd have been outnumbered. Hey, here you go.
Come on.
Hey, apologies for interrupting, but Ava, this box came for you. Your name's on it, so.
You open my mail?
No, it came like that.
Right, okay. I will deal with this later. Stone, did you please make sure everything is ready for Ricky and Oprah's contract signing?
On it.
So, what I was going to say is that I'm actually raising the stakes for your 8-man tag tonight.
Oh.
Every man gets the pin, gets to pick his spot in the Iron Survivor Challenge.
Okay.
But if Dark State wins, then Dion gets to pick, so good luck, guys.
Yeah, don't worry about that. What's in my box stuff? Hey, come on, Eagle. We got peek on. Hey, I can't see what's in the box. Come on, I can't see what's in the box, though. See what's in the box. I can't see what's in the box.
Somebody's cheaping out for the holidays.
I was going to say high stakes.
Was that Cole?
To our main event.
Was that freaking Cole?
Let's go back to Gold Rush, Corey, and it was Briggs and Tavion who couldn't keep their emotions together. This was 2 weeks ago. This is why I talk about this being a grudge match here tonight, because as you can see, these two men were fighting all over the place, in the back, around the...
Oh! History repeats.
Oh, here we go.
Deja vu. Tavion Heights, Josh Briggs throwing down. Not waiting for the opening bell.
You can say that again, and right now, official needs to get some order, and that's a nasty landing for Tavion Heights. There was a lot of talking in New York. Obviously, as we can see, the time for talk is over. No matter where we are,
Briggs, go away. Briggs, go away. Briggs, go away. That's funny.
Underway. And look, you've been a big fan of Tavion Heights, but somebody you've also watched for a long time is Josh Briggs. Have you seen what you're looking for out of Briggs?
In short, I'm still waiting to see it. Josh Briggs has all the tools, but lately it's like Briggs is getting desperate, like he's flailing. Listen, this is a guy who, when I first saw him, was, oh my God, that might be it. Cover.
Off the massive choke slam, just doing that.
Let me see if that was cool. I want to see.
Josh Briggs, he was competing against Damian Priest in an almost South of Heaven-esque impact. But Briggs has watched Damian Priest go on to greatness. Josh Briggs watched his former tag team partner, Yoshiki Inamura, leave NXT, head back to Japan, and capture gold immediately. Briggs feels like he's playing catch-up. That can do one of two things to a superstar. That can provide you with the fuel that you need, or it can destroy
That
you
was
from the
cool.
inside out.
After that choke slam, it seems that's the motivation Tavion Heights needs. And it is Heights who does hold a singles victory over Briggs. And what a victory this would be. Also into another cover hook in the inside leg. And a kick out. This has been an emotional night since the very beginning. And think about this. Obafemi, our NXT champion, Ricky Saints, under the same roof here, still having to sign their contract for Deadline on Saturday.
Talk about having all the explosive elements under one roof. But right now, what a beautiful takedown by Tavion Heights, utilizing his extensive amateur background, Olympic caliber wrestling.
And I'm glad to bring that up because Heights is one of those athletes, Graves, that has been molded and trained here at the Performance Center in Orlando. He puts in the time, he stays on the grind, and it's another reason why NXT is different.
I wholeheartedly agree with you. I believe that Tavion Heights is a little bit more seasoning away from being fully cooked, from being a major player in the future in WWE.
Glad you bring that up too, because Graves, how has this brand evolved since a young man from Pittsburgh named Sterling James moved to Florida?
Oh my God, it's unrecognizable in the best way possible. They broke the ground on what is now the Performance Center, and to see the level of talent that populates this place all day, I'm getting to meet new superstars, getting to catch up with old friends. Unbelievable power by Heights.
Olympian into another cover, and whoa, that was close. I mean, this is someone who you talk about the background, going to the Olympics, but this is what we talk about when athletes come to the Performance Center, what they learn so quickly.
Being great at another sport does not guarantee you will succeed in WWE. With that said, you've got your exceptions. You think back to a certain Olympic gold medalist who is a Hall of Famer with very good reason. Tavion Heights could be on that same career trajectory if he keeps at it like he's
Are you trying to have people go to your stream or whatever? Don't even try.
The debut match on SmackDown with John Cena, and neither of these men made John Cena's cut list for Saturday's Deadline. Did the actions that we relived cost each other
Don't
the
even try.
opportunity to even be in that Deadline match at Iron Survivor?
I see your point, but I sort of disagree in the sense that sometimes personal issues have to supersede opportunities. You can't succeed in an opportunity like Iron Survivor if you've got to look over your shoulder constantly, worrying about Josh Briggs or Tavion Heights coming to screw you out and take what you want. I still can't believe that Liv Morgan.
Oh, man! At Survivor Series, and that shot may have just cost Tavion Heights this matchup. And you can see the look.
Wait a minute.
Oh my God.
The safety barricade exploded.
Oh, this bad blood runs deep. Look at the power. Tavion Heights driving Briggs through the barricade.
Holy shindig.
Wherever you are watching around the world right now, this is an all-out brawl. And by the look of Josh Briggs, there is pain etched on that man's body. Look at his back, starting to welt up. I've never seen a safety barricade explode the way that one just did.
As impressive as the power of Heights was, give a little credit to Josh Briggs, who's still somehow hanging in this fight after being driven through the ringside barricade.
Adrenaline will make a man do crazy things, and you start to wonder for Tavion Heights after getting dropped and popped in the jaw, and then just a big kick under the chest.
And that comes down to maybe a little inexperience on the part of Tavion Heights, putting his opponent in the ring first, allowing Briggs to get the high ground, and now Tavion's paying for it. And look, if you're Josh Briggs, you realize this match in and of itself is a massive opportunity. Briggs hears the chatter. Briggs knows that the NXT and WWE officials have their eyes on Tavion Heights. Briggs would love to be the one that puts Tavion down and says, no, not him, me.
So is this a bigger match than in your eyes for Tavion Heights, or is it a bigger match for Josh Briggs?
Listen, Vic, I treated every match in NXT as did my entire generation as the most important match of your life. Because The goal is to move on. The goal is to move up. Cover here by Briggs. The goal is to capture the attention of Nick Aldis, of Adam Pearce, of Triple H. You want to be on WrestleMania. You want to be part of the biggest events possible. There should be a perpetual sense of urgency in every man and woman that steps into an NXT break.
There's something interesting about what you bring up about Josh Briggs and that mindset. And I know you aren't here every single week. I know you're not talking to Briggs each week while he's training. But do you see and feel that there is an internal pressure inside this man?
Absolutely I do it, and with good reason. As I said before, Briggs has watched so many of his peers move up and pass him by. Listen, I came up in a class with Seth Rollins, with Roman Reigns, with Bray Wyatt, guys who are household names.
Man,
in this
Bray
industry.
Wyatt,
I know
man.
what it feels like to feel overlooked at times, and you have to take it upon yourself to make the world pay attention. That's what Briggs is trying to do right now.
I think there's something very true to what you said. Even when we go back to the summer and into the spring, you've talked about how time isn't on everyone's side in NXT. And time may not be on the side of Josh Briggs, as Briggs is looking to put down and put away Tavion Heights. It has been a wild atmosphere here tonight. Into a cover, does not hook the leg, and a kick out.
I like this strategy from Briggs, though. Attacking one of the arms of Tavion Heights is going to severely limit Tavion's ability to utilize his throws, his suplexes, his double legs. A lot of his amateur background has really been Tavion's bread and butter.
We don't really see Josh Briggs use too many textbook submissions in his matches. It's usually throwing rights, throwing lefts, and dropping that big size 16.
That's what got Josh Briggs to the dance, but sometimes you got to learn a few new holds, learn a few new moves if you want to evolve in this game, because everyone around you is doing the exact same thing.
Briggs applying the pressure right now to Tavion Heights. NXT Universe trying to rally Tavion as we're getting into the deep, deep waters of this matchup. Can Tavion Heights bounce back here tonight? Can Heights overcome the odds? Briggs in control. Josh Briggs been in control for the last few minutes, but it was a wild scene as we went in to our commercial break. As Tavion Heights charged inside slam. Briggs splash, center of the ring, but you go back to what we saw earlier. Into the cover goes Briggs. Hooks the leg in the last second in the kick out, and Briggs couldn't make that cover right away, and there's a good reason for it. After right here, bam, dropping Tavion Heights. Heights able to overcome it, bam, plow through the safety barricade. He's pushing the body of that man, Josh Briggs.
Well, anybody who's ever suffered a rib injury during a match will tell you it affects every aspect of your game. Your ability to breathe, your ability to apply offense, your ability to defend, as Josh Briggs just showed, your ability to execute something as simple as a lateral press. Look at this armbar.
Going in again, and we've seen Josh Briggs use a few submissions. As was mentioned, it's not usually his game, but right now he's got to go into the playbook. These two are very, familiar with one another.
Well, the fact of the matter is, Vic, it's 2025. There aren't any people left who have one style, who have one gear. And everybody is so well-rounded in this game these days. It's like the evolution of mixed martial arts. Now it's mixed martial arts. It used to be a karate man versus a jiu-jitsu player. Now everybody's good at everything. That's the case here with WWE as well.
Swiss Army knife, so to speak, is Tavion. Oh, drop kick connecting. And you start to wonder, too, do you believe that Heights has been motivated over the last few months by someone like Miles Bourne, his former tag team partner, the rise of Miles Bourne, who is part of our main event, defeated Williams last week?
Well, much like Josh Briggs has been frustrated by watching his peers advance without him, Tavion Heights has been inspired by it. Tavion's seen the success his friends have tasted, and he wants some of his own. But right now, Tavion's shoulder is in bad, bad shape, thanks to the man from nothing, Arizona. Hammer fist.
They say nothing Arizona, bro.
Heights is barely able to move at this juncture. And for Briggs, he is someone who has found himself over the last few months here in NXT. He has called out those in the locker room, not just here in NXT, but also in TNA. He's called out the members of the NXT universe, and he's looking to prove a point here tonight after that wild scene 2 weeks ago in New York City. That has led us to here and now.
You know what works a lot better than calling out everyone and their mother? Winning. That's what Briggs needs to do. Let's cut the crap. At the end of the day, Josh Briggs needs to pick up a W tonight. And then the next time we see him, pick up a win. That's what matters most in this game. That's what's going to capture the attention of Adam Pearce, of Nick Aldis. Wins.
Talking a little bit of trash with Briggs, looking to add a little insult to intrigue. Missed a big hip toss from Tavion Heights out of that corner, and this could be that rallying time for Tavion.
He has a great gas tank on him, and this may be the beginning of the end for Josh Briggs.
As I mentioned earlier, Tatum Heights knows he can beat Josh Briggs because he has done it in the past. Nice reversal, Briggs center of the ring, going up, going around his Heights. And Heights back into control. And whatever was damaged moments ago, whatever pain he was feeling in that shoulder, he's trying to block it out. In this moment, has been a meeting of the minds in the center of the ring.
Adrenaline is a hell of a thing. Sometimes it can be your best friend in a situation like this if you're Tatum Heights, but Briggs has the chain. Briggs ripped the chain off of his own neck.
And our official, big right hand though. Tatum Heights beat him to the punch. No pun intended. Oh!
Big suplex by Heights, hooks the near leg.
Patented belly to belly for the 3.
Oh! The long rangy legs of Briggs.
And you have to go back to the ring awareness of a savvy veteran.
And Tavion needs to keep his cool here. Don't do something stupid.
Oh my god.
The ball right to the back
Stupid
of the neck.
Josh.
Tavion's been blessed with all the athletic gifts God can conceive, but not eyes in the back of his head. Good God, what a lariat!
And Briggs is victorious tonight.
Josh Briggs!
He continues to say that he is a leader as he confronts a member of the NXT Universe looking for the official to finally raise his hand in victory. Off that chain, which we've seen in the past, the officials saw it. Tavion Heights one step ahead, even had the presence of mind to turn Briggs inside out with that belly to belly. But right here, the turning point of the match.
Briggs utilizing his long legs to great effect to break the official's count, and then an epic lariat nearly decapitates Tavion Heights. A very, very high-profile, extremely important win for Josh Briggs.
And if the NXT likes it or not, it's Josh Briggs who picks up the win tonight. Well, Corey, there is a woman that has a lot of explaining to do. What will Izzy Dane have to say? We all find out next.
Alrighty, we're on commercial. Be right back, guys. Oh jeez. Hello guys. Ooh, it is cold. This is my sweat, this is something, this is my pride, this is my money, it's my legacy, my legacy, my legacy. This is my pride, this is my money, it's my legacy, my legacy.
Truth will ultimately prevail. But there's pain bringing it to light.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the Culling Easy Day!
You know what? Looking around here, I get it. I get why all of you love Tatum so much. You're just like her. None of you know how to be alone. You know what? I gave Tatum everything. Let me ask, how many chances is too many? Like, at what point does someone become so hopeless, so pathetic, that you just have to stop trying to save them? For 2 weeks now, all I have heard is, why, Izzy? Why would you betray Tatum? How could you betray Tatum? I thought you guys were best friends. I didn't betray Tatum. I corrected a mistake. A mistake I made the second I thought Tatum could ever stand beside me as an equal. What did she really think, that my guidance was some sort of suggestion? Like she had any right to ignore the very person that dug her out of the hellhole she was in for so long? When all of you ignored Tatum, when she was only known as that little weirdo freak,
Really?
I carved purpose into her. I gave her a voice. I gave her confidence. I cared about her. And what did she do? She continued to trip over the same insecurities that I tried to rip out of her over and over. She was so selfish, so stubborn. Let me ask you guys another thing. You know what? Let me just say this. I also feel very passionately about this. It's like Tatum felt like everything the Culling and I gave her just wasn't good enough for her. So let me ask you guys.
Then the Addams Family thing.
Do you all really think that it's a coincidence that only after I took Tatum under my wing, she became a champion? Do you all really believe she could have done that on her own? Tatum can barely stand on her own 2 feet, let alone lead this women's division by herself. Tatum only became the NXT Women's Champion because I allowed her to. And at Gold Rush, I show that everything I give, I can easily take, and I did. I took everything from her because that is what she owed me. You know what? I'm the one that
Okay. I appreciate it, bro.
I end the version that refused to evolve. And whatever I have to do to make sure that happens,
What's his Twitch name? I wanna,
in a family spot.
I wanna know what his Twitch name is. So, so I know who he is. Do you know who? Yeah. Do you know? Um.
We were great.
What's his Twitch name? If you don't mind me asking.
Tatum! I gave you the world and you rejected it. Honestly, it's funny, the irony. You rejecting me. And now look at you. So pathetic. So predictable. If you're really that upset, Tatum, why don't you bring your ass out here and do something about it? Or are you too scared, Tatum? Come on out here.
I'm scared. I'm scared because I don't know what I'll become without your hand on my shoulder. I'm scared. Because at Deadline, I'm gonna have to make you feel all of my pain.
Okay.
Oh, for Izzy.
Sí,
Deadline may arrive Saturday in San Antonio.
Yo tengo práctica.
Sorry, I didn't mean to say. I'm so sorry that I wasn't out there for the match against Tatum last week. I was just, so upset and processing everything that went down with Blake.
Well, you seem to be moving on just fine.
Okay, dude, not fair. John Cena picked me.
No, you know what? It's fine. Do your own thing, but since you didn't appreciate me in your corner at Gold Rush, don't expect me to be out there tonight.
Don't mean to get in the middle of this, guys, pero we're up next.
Vamos, let's go.
Look, don't worry. I got you up there.
Which means I also got your back. I'm not as scary as Serena, but I'm so sorry. It's kind of like my thing. Let's go. Let's get out of here.
Ezekiel. Ezekiel, if you can hear me, I don't know if you left or not, but nope, I'm not getting that growth. Okay, no, fuck. I'm so sorry again, guys. It's stupid.
NXT will once again present a truly revolutionary match. The Iron Survivor Challenge.
And I'm ready for that.
There will be 2 Iron Survivor challenges. One for the men and one for the women. Superstars will compete in this unique 25-minute match. They will battle each other and the clock. 2 superstars will start the match. Then every 5 minutes, another superstar will join the match until all 5 are in the ring. The goal of the match is to have the most falls when the clock hits 25 minutes. Falls will be won at any time via pinfall or submission. When the superstar wins a fall, they'll earn a point. However, when the superstar loses a fall, they must pay the penalty. They're forced out of the ring and use the penalty box for 90 seconds. Once 90 seconds are up, the superstar can re-enter the match. Falls when the clock hits 25 minutes will be named the Iron Survivor and will become the #1 contender for the NXT Championship. The countdown to NXT Deadline on Saturday begins.
Do not miss Deadline Saturday.
And their opponents first, she is the Evolve Women's Champion, Kendall Bray.
It'll be a very busy week for Kendall Bray. She's in action tonight, and tomorrow night she will defend her Evolve Women's Championship against Chantel Monroe. You can catch that Evolve on Tubi. And as you mentioned, Nick, this Saturday, part of the Iron Survivor match at Deadline in San Antonio.
There's Fatal Influence. We are ready for a 6-woman tag team match.
And her tag team partners first, from Miami, Florida, Lola Fox.
Am I contractually obligated to say something about Shabula Green or make some sort of...
Hey, you're the guest this week. You can do whatever you want.
I don't want to sleep on the couch.
Jeremy.
Your soul.
And making her way to the ring, from Honolulu, Hawaii, Sol Ruka.
As we saw earlier with Zarya, there's a lot going on in the mind and the soul of Ruka. Haha, didn't mean for the fun.
Well, for a post-apocalyptic Terminator, Zarya certainly finds herself in her feelings quite frequently. Look, at the end of the day, this is an individual-based business. If you have a friendship or a tag team and your partner's not pulling their weight, they become an anchor. And you know what happens to anchors, Vic, when you're in a tag team? Ask the guy sitting in the back. You get a one-way trip through the barbershop window, okay? I think Sol Ruka needs to keep doing what she's doing. There's a reason she's a big star.
When we talk about Fatal Influence, is a trio that looks a little different since the last time you were even here sitting at this desk. Myself.
I thought maybe it was just a hair color. No, I'm kidding. Of course, Lady Reed, I think, is a fantastic addition to Fatal Influence. Could she be the missing piece that restores greatness to the faction? Potentially. I mean, we see Fallon Henley with the Speed Championship. We see JC Jane once again with the NXT Women's Championship.
I was just getting ready to say, Gold is back in the house of Fatal Influence. Has all 6 women in this match, and Gary Wilson, our official, is going to have his hands full.
Oh!
And there goes Lola Vice, and his Vice on the cut. Perhaps a breakout moment has just got wiped out by Fallon Henley.
In my opinion, absolutely yes. Been keeping a close eye on Lola Vice in AAA, but right now, keep your eyes on the skies. Kendall Bray Bodies flying all around the place. Red Sinclair likes what she sees on the outside. J.C. Jane, the NXT Women's Champion, charging in. And you take a look at all the players. You see the field. Uh-oh! More chest piece. Sticking the landing. It's Sol Ruca.
And making it look easy.
Think about this Iron Survivor Challenge. I think back to last year. Julia was the one who was victorious. Someone obviously all the locker room is looking up to right now as a former United States Women's Champion.
That's who the locker room is looking up to. The NXT Universe was looking up to Sol Ruca soaring through the skies. And right now, the lethal Lola Vice reminding Lady Reed just who the hell she is. Look at these kicks, man.
Talking about the striking abilities. I want to put you on the spot here, Corey. Who is your pick to win this year's Iron Survivor Challenge? For the women, we'll save the men obviously for a little bit later in our massive main event.
Listen, I think it could go any number of ways, but in my opinion, it's hard to bet against Sol Ruca. Look at this woman go!
Standing moonsault covered a kick out.
Sol Ruca has improved so much in such a short period of time. Imagine what she's going to be capable of in another 6 months, in another year. I think great things are on the horizon for Sol Ruca.
See some members of the NXT Universe starting to ride the wave for Sol Ruca's attack. Here comes the Women's Speed Champion, that being Fallon Henley. Fallon, of course, has competed in the Women's Iron Survivor. Into the cover, hook of the leg, and a kick out.
And while I'm busy handing out compliments, I gotta say, I think Fallon Henley might be the most underrated woman on the roster. This woman impresses me each and every time she steps inside the ring. She's a veteran of the game. She continues to improve. I think greatness is also on tap.
Fallon Henley. When you see Sol Ruca getting tapped out, I was just getting ready to ask. Sol is the only one who competed in this matchup. She did so last year. I think that would give her an advantage, but I want to go back to something she said earlier tonight, that she is a world caliber champion. That was said by none other than John Cena.
Well, in that case, nothing I can say will hold any more water than what the GOAT said. I mean, John Cena's opinion obviously counts for a lot in this game. Kendall Gray now looking to show the world that John Cena was right in selecting her. Dropkick on the money, covered.
And a near fall. It's all going down Saturday in San Antonio, the final WWE live event of the year. And of course, the NXT Championship to be defended. Oba Saints contract still to be signed. Here tonight is Laney Reed with a dropkick right on the button. Couldn't get the 3.
I think there's a massive opportunity by joining Fatal Influence for Laney Reed. We know J.C. Jane's got all the attention. We know Fallon Henley has got an incredible resume. Laney Reed, relatively new into this game.
As the NXT Women's Champion just checked in. Sorry to cut you off.
That's all right. Beautiful pinning combination.
Well, the official looked and didn't see something, didn't make the decision. Again, it's referee's discretion. And one more time, he is in great position as the two champions in this matchup tangling right now. And when we try to dive deeper into what's going to take place this Saturday, is there a true luck of the draw from the Iron Survivor matches?
I think there's certainly an element of luck, but I mean, given the opportunity as we'll have in our main event tonight to select your spot, to me,
hey!
Oh, wow! That's a veteran maneuver. Fallon Henley using her smarts, her experience, and Fatal Influence has the advantage.
And J.C. Jane with a senton, looking to pick up the scraps. Fatal Influence in control on NXT. As you're saying there, Corey, when it comes to our main event tonight, there is some added weight to it. The winning superstar will get to pick his number at Deadline. And for Kendall Gray, she just got to get back into this fight some way, somehow. She is a long way away from her partner.
And look, I've been very impressed by the little bit that I've seen recently of Kendall Gray. Obviously, she's the Evolved Women's Champion. That counts for a lot. And I think, much like I said about Tatum Heights earlier tonight, I think with the right amount of seasoning, a little bit more time, I think Kendall's going to be a force to be reckoned with in WWE.
And big week for Gray. She'll defend the Evolved Women's Championship in 24 hours on Evolve on Tubi as the NXT Women's Champion looking for a win and a kick out. And then, of course, Deadline this Saturday. I got to say this. I'm just going to be honest. It's not because it's the holidays, Gray.
Lie to me, man.
I'm sad that you're not going to be in San Antonio to be with us at Deadline.
Maybe I'll come to San Antonio. You and I can have ourselves a time on the Riverwalk. We might have done it before, but I probably wouldn't remember.
I think we have done it before. I'm probably pretty sure that, yes, you wouldn't have remembered with a couple of good old friends of ours. There's another knee right between the eyes as, well, Fallon Henley showcasing her dance skills to Little Vice.
Fallon Henley's hips.
Don't I like Shakira?
Say they don't I like Ole's fist, but sure.
I was trying to bring up a
I'm just trying to remember what happened in San Antonio.
You know what? If you don't remember, you
don't
don't want to
bike
talk
in the
about
basement of the Alamo?
the bike in the basement of the Alamo is Laney Reed in control along with Fatal Influence. And Laney Reed does have a big opportunity here. Laney Reed, though, just got countered. Her shoulders are down and will get a near fall. Laney Reed has an opportunity to learn from two women that have won every single title there is here on this brand.
Exactly. In this game, it doesn't matter where you come from or what you've done. There's always something to be learned from the veterans.
Reaching out for the tag one more time, no one home. Swing and a miss. Laney. A little bit of an arm drag followed up. Oh!
I like that. Carefully measured elbow right under the chin.
A la Stone Cold Steve Austin style is Laney Reed. That's just an old-fashioned fist to the face. And you have witnessed the rise of a lot of women here in NXT during your time. You've seen a lot of champions come. You've seen a lot of champions go. Booker T sees superstar on all three of these women in Fatal Influence. And it sounds like you see the same thing.
I certainly do, but I like to put myself in the shoes of a JC Jane, mentally speaking. Think of what goes through JC's mind. Think of how many people have come and gone since JC has been here in NXT. She is the NXT Women's Champion. She's the face of the division now. But you know JC still aspires to more. Now, where does Fatal Influence factor into all that? Time will only tell. But I think JC Jane certainly is on the cusp of superstar.
The 6-woman tag team match, of course, came about after what transpired earlier tonight during our Iron Survivor Challenge Women's Summit that was being held by our general manager, Ava. And on the topic of Ava, she sure has had one hell of a night, having to deal with all sorts of emotions and egos amongst the men and the women in the locker room. But we got a 6-woman tag team match as the NXT Women's Champion checks back into the match. And now she tagged in Fallon Henley. We're seeing quick tags as Fatal Influence continues to dissect the opposition. It has been all Fatal Influence in this 6-woman tag team matchup just ahead of Deadline this Saturday in San Antonio. Tickets on sale now, Ticketmaster.com. And the legal superstar is going to be JC Jane, the NXT Women's Champion, looking to pick up the victory. Bam! Kick under the jaw.
With the kick and for the win, kick out.
And look, when it comes to women's champions here in NXT, where do you rank JC Jane and everything she's done and gone through among the list of great women that have held that title?
Listen, I was here the first go-round when JC Jane was called the most beatable champion in NXT but who was it that said that?
Laney Reed.
Exactly. Who's the NXT Women's Champion for a second time? Reigning with power.
JC Jane.
Exactly. You answer your own questions.
JC Jane, Fallon Henley talking a little bit of smack right now. Maybe getting a little bit too
Oh, there goes Laney.
Laney just got dropped. She's been wiped out. So Ruka has been for a moment. And look who just made the tag. In comes Lola Vice. Fists of fire. Fists of fury. Look at these kicks. Feel these strikes.
Bam.
Lola Vice bringing Vice City. Whoa! To the ring tonight.
And she's going to be bringing Vice City.
Damn, Lola.
San Antonio, are we looking at the Women's Iron Survivor Challenge winner? Are we looking at the woman who become #1 contender? Head to New Year's Evil and challenge for the NXT Women's Championship.
Oh yeah, man.
He's going to send you a cease and desist.
Catch me at Starbucks and find out. Lola Vice having a good time while laying waste to Fatal Influence.
Half suplex, is that going to be enough for the victory tonight in Fallon? Getting that left shoulder up, and look, everyone's got to know that there is no more powerful force right now in NXT than Fatal Influence. Look at that innovative offense.
That's the way Fatal Influence feels and what they'd like you to believe, but Ruka and Lola Vice disagree. Beautiful shoulder breaker into the cover.
And Laney Reed able to break things up. And now, wait a minute, all 3 members of Fatal Influence up and in this match. What a forearm from Jane. So Ruka with a super kick. Rocking the NXT Women's Champion almost off her feet now. Throwing her right to the outside, but Fallon Henley back up. Rolling in, body scissors, takedown, rolling in the cover, shoulders down, another near fall.
Escape by Ruka keeping this match alive for her team, but the chemistry of Fatal Influence has been the difference maker thus far. Quick tags, it's like they're all on the same page. Blockbuster takes down Ruka.
Connected it again, so Ruka might not even realize who's leaving. It's not Laney Reed, it's JC Jane. And both women charging in, double knees to the face. And Lola Vice saves the match. I feel bad for our official. Oh, Wilson as Laney Reed coming out of nowhere. And now it's Laney Reed.
Oh!
That was awesome.
Shades of Grey.
Look who's back
Oh,
Bodies
Fallon.
are flying around. And Fallon just got taken out by Sol Ruka, and I believe Sol is the legal superstar for her team. And I believe JC Jane is the legal superstar for Fatal Influence. I'm right. There's the cover. And there's the kick out. This match will continue rolling encore. Didn't come. Oh! Ruka just snatched the soul.
With the soul snatcher.
Talk about riding a wave of momentum. That is just what Sol Ruka, who at once was a double champion on this brand, is doing as she surfs right in to San Antonio. And this is a thing of beauty.
And also, she pinned the NXT Women's Champion.
To do anything, and anything for Sol Ruka includes the Iron Survivor this Saturday in San Antonio. Could she be the next number one?
Zarya!
Zarya just flattened Kendall Bray with a spear.
I think Zarya was looking to hit Sol Ruka, instead hit Kendall Bray. We got so much going on out here, but one of these 5 women will become the Women's Iron Survivor.
So I can decide when I go to Iron Survivor. But last year, I was 3 seconds away. But this year, that's not gonna happen. And I hope that don't make anything weird. You feel me?
Weird, nothing gonna be weird. You're gonna win.
Alright.
Besides, Oba ain't in the match, so you know.
You trying to roast?
Okay, I mean, yeah.
Well, I mean, Oba's not gonna be in the match because he's gonna be too busy whooping your ass Saturday.
Okay. Boom, right to the judge.
I'm just saying.
Okay, I like that, but listen, I already beat him once, and I gotta beat him again. And that's like 1, 2, 3, 4. More time to get
Hey, you remember Heat Wave when you stuck over me to get in the ring with him? You remember that?
Man,
You remember
we talked about it. It's all good.
No.
I checked on you.
Yeah, you did. Okay. But also, you remember when you always saying, I have time. I'll be NXT champion one day. You know, I'm young, whatever. Bro, you know how I feel about that.
I can tell. But you're a future champion. Where's the lie?
Okay, yeah. Alright, but look, bro, I'm on the roll right now. Alright, bro, I just got done with AAA. I went toe to toe with Gunther and MSG.
Yes. And guess who places you first?
I appreciate it.
That's why you're the favorite to win the Iron Survivor. And then he was evil. You don't see what happened, huh? We'll see what's happening.
All right.
Come on.
You're right, and bro, we're gonna see, and we're gonna have our business Saturday. But Ricky, you wrestle with MSG one day. You got time. You're young. Hey, now let me go get ready, fool. See you later, my boy.
Yeah.
That was an interesting conversation, to say the least. Oba Saints still have to sign their contract. It will happen here tonight.
OTM, Miss Parker, OTM.
OTM looking to make another statement in the tag team division. This match presented by Progressive. OTM takes on Chase U next.
Alright guys, I'll be right back. I'm going to use the bathroom and get something to eat. I'm starving. I'll be right back.
Could she be the next number one contender? San Antonio, could she be the next number one contender? Zarya just flattened Kendall Bray with a spear.
I think Zarya was looking to hit Sol Ruka.
I'm sorry guys, hold on.
We got so much going on out here, but one of these 5 women.
Oh my god, this stupid thing. Hold on guys, I don't want to have my volume. Motherfucker, bro. It's absolutely annoying. Once again.
versus John Cena is flashpoint moment.
Alright, sorry guys, hold on.
John Cena exists without CM Punk. CM Punk exists without John Cena. The two of them together in one word, magic. That I wanted to bring some singles gold to Dark State. Yeah. But it wouldn't be fair to y'all if I wasn't all in on these tag titles. So I feel like I gotta get it to one of y'all. Saquon, take it.
Oh, come on, bro. It's all you. You know, bro.
Take it. Hold it down. Come on, man. That's what I'm talking about. Dog. Hey, different burners, same damn champ. Baby, you gotta bring us some
The ruler has arrived. Anyway, Dion, you made it to the Island Survivor.
You don't even remember last time we was in this spot, you and me, face to face. You just blew me off like I was never gonna be championship material, huh? Clearly, John Cena thinks otherwise. Two-time tag team champ in my match, bro. Yeah, bro. Look at me now. And after Saturday, I hope you're the one that I get at New Year's Eve, bro. Because there's nothing I love more than to snatch your gold and knock your damn teeth down your throat.
Dion, you've come a long way. Don't get ahead of this.
I ain't ahead of myself, dog. I'm right where I need to be.
You are.
So you better watch tonight, bro. Because we're going to give you a peek into what your future really holds. Ruler.
Well, speaking of tag team action, we're set for this tag team contest. And after what we saw earlier today, Corey, I don't even know how to describe it. Is it Chase you showing more signs of grits?
I'm so sorry, guys, about the Twitch stream. YouTube, you're alright, but Twitch, I'm so sorry. iPad's just acting up.
That's how you end up holding their pockets for the rest of the week, okay?
Yeah, that's very fair to say. So if you look into a crystal ball, they're going to Chase U right off rip. What is Chase U's recruitment class going to look like next year? Rumor is that Andre Chase made a bid for Lane Kiffin last week. That didn't work out too well either.
Well, listen, I don't think Lane Kiffin believes that Andre Chase is going to have funding by the end of the week. Here we go. Whoa! Well, maybe things are starting to turn around, at least right now. Andre Chase has his students, has Chase U rocking, and at the top of there right now, I haven't seen them look this good. They're looking so well. They're working as a unit. They're moving as wow! Swanton from the top. This is going to be an upset. Into the cover. Oh, you said it, Bigum. We were half a second away from a massive upset. Lucian Price victimized by a picture-perfect Swanton bomb. But Price now flexing his power.
A big kick and counters right now. Taking a look around. He does not like where he's at. Able to, I thought, land on on his back as Bronco Nima tags in. And look, the tag team is NXT being held down by Dark State. We just saw them moments ago. Who truly can compete with the champions?
Well, personally, I believe OTM in a matter of time will be ready for a shot at the champions. I think Price, I think Nima are definitely a force here in NXT. I think the more experience they get, the more dangerous they're going to become. I mean, these dudes showed up ready to fight.
That's a great word they use there, force, because they're close to becoming just that. Here in NXT, the duo has been on WWE's main event, but how can you capitalize on those opportunities? How can Chase U capitalize on an opportunity like they have right now?
I said it earlier tonight, every match here in NXT needs to be viewed as a massive opportunity because you never know who's going to see what you're doing. Maybe it's Nick Aldis, maybe it's Adam Pearce, maybe it's Triple H himself. There's fans around the globe. It only takes one night, one moment to make a star. Star made! Lucian Price just kicked the man's face off on live TV.
Oh, it only takes one moment to change the complexion of everything. And OTM knows you can't have $1 million dreams with $1,000.
Oh my God, bro.
Into the cover. That's got to.
I have a feeling Chase U's hustle
come on.
just went the way of the penny. It's obsolete. Look at Bronco Nima. This dude's an animal. So is Lucian Price. These guys, once they get a little more confident,
this stupid thing.
In the ring, the sky is the limit. Maybe not even then.
I mean, just take a look at the dash. Oh, done. Into a cover. What completion did Hale Dixon kicking out? You got to admire the moxie. You got to admire the fight.
I don't admire a damn thing about a man who wears one pant leg on his wrestling gear, man.
Hale Dixon taking what he's wearing out of the equation. Needs to find a way to make a tag and do it in a hurry, but he just went to the wrong side.
Dixon didn't know where the hell he's at.
And, well, that was a nice counter. That certainly opens the door for a moment. And now, there it is.
Here comes Connors.
Nice. Big kick. Able to answer right back. Right to the face of Bronco Nima. Connors now is listening to Andre Chase. Chase was shouting on the outside moments ago to stick and move, but he just got caught. And
I'm starting to come around on Connors. If only he had somebody worth listening to listen to.
Just got caught, maybe looking for a springboard of some sort to the outside. And one more time. Somehow spinning around. And Connors right now is having an answer to everything from Bronco.
I can't believe what I'm seeing, but I like it.
Tornado DDT and
Lucian Price at the last possible fraction of a second.
Hale Dixon right back into the fray. All four men now in the ring in this match.
Handle this. Hale Dixon now.
Alright, super kicks. And this is how they start the matchup. With a flurry of offense. Can they put it together? Can they put away OTM? Stunner off the springboard. Connors now. I gotta be honest, I'm a little shocked that Nima and Price are being beaten down like this. I don't know what Chase Hughes teaching, but it's working.
Oh, and pop.
Human battering ram. In OTM now. I don't know if Andre Chase wants to get any closer.
It's over.
Kale Dixon back into this match. But it's a little too late. OTM, center of the ring, just put Chase Hughes in the mud. And your winners, OTM. And I think we can agree on this. Andre Chase should stop cutting his hair with a floppy. Yes, no, I was saying that OTM's division and this tag team ranks, they continue to put the division on notice. Well, this is 2 weeks ago. We're going to have a little international flavor. This is at the AAA Alianza's event, Mexico City. Lola Vice and Mr. Iguana against Chelsea Green and Ethan Page. And Mr. Iguana was all too happy to reintroduce himself to the greatest North America.
Where are you going?
This is my vehicle, and that would mean that I am leaving. Clearly, my services are not needed here tonight. You and the Invisible Man are doing a bang-up job putting together Deadline. Actually, you know what? I would like to personally thank John for forwarding so many less fortunate talent a great opportunity this Saturday. But more importantly, giving me the night off. A much-deserved night off as the hardest-working champion in WWE and double champion.
That's right, you are double champion, and that North American title hasn't been defended since Halloween Havoc. I think you're due for a title defense.
Well, I am the best wrestler in the WWE, Ava. I don't think anyone here even wants to face me.
I actually think I've got someone who does. They're right there.
Oh, okay, what the heck is that? What is that? You clearly said
No, I would.
Oh, this is it. Oh, what? Say it.
Póngase verde.
Mr. Iguana.
Oh, what am I gonna say? A reptile stole your car.
Oh, I love that. Man, that was the funniest shit. Mr. Iguana.
Having that motion, that cut, to decide who's champion and who isn't. Yeah, man, if a man
I am the best wrestler in the WWE, Ava. I don't think anyone here even wants to face me.
I think I've got someone who does.
That's horrifying, by the way. That if that were to happen to me in real life, I would shit my pants.
Póngase verde.
Dude, did he just commit Grand Theft Auto?
tonight's NXT Focus, presented by Progressive.
Yo, Shiloh Hill.
Shiloh.
Checking back in with another guy. So, this past week was Thanksgiving, and I had an awesome one. I got to try raccoon for the first time. It was kind of crazy. I remember one Thanksgiving when I was 8 years old. The fog was coming, so me and my family had to go snowmobile through the woods to stay with my cousins. And I wanted my snowmobile to go faster than my siblings, so I put in some higher grade compression caps. I upgraded the exhaust system. Just basic stuff, not really important. But kind of important because about 100 miles into the trip, I'm way ahead of everyone. Like, I don't even think they know it's a race. So I'm just mashing the gas, extending my lead. When all of a sudden, I crash. And at this point, I'm miles into the woods. It's cold. I've got no cell service. Didn't even have a phone. So I fully thought I was going to freeze to death. But I kind of went into, like, survival mode. I started breaking off branches, piling up snow, gathering pine needles, just covering myself in anything I could to stay insulated. And I really became one with the earth for a minute. I knew in situations like this, you're not supposed to go to sleep. So I was trying my best, and it was actually pretty easy because for the first time in my life, I felt so alive. Especially when I heard those wolves coming. Just howling at the moon. Bro, can you imagine if I'd gotten eaten by wolves? I would have never been on LFG. I wouldn't have been on Team Taker. Oh, having Undertaker as a coach was so tough. He would tell me, Shiloh, be aggressive. When you get in that ring, reach into the chest and rip out their souls. Man, that got me so fired up. It was so cool to have a coach that I really connected with. He knew what resonated with me. He would tell me when I start to feel it, when I feel that itch just crawling up under my skin, let it out. Ah! Wake up! Bro, that feels so good. That adrenaline, that dopamine, those endorphins. That's good stuff. Anyways, I'll be back soon to finish up. I gotta find my bleach.
Vic, is Shiloh Hill on any sort of watch list that you know about? Should be. The guy does not have both oars in the water.
Well, what I do know is that Deadline is the final live event of the year, and it is this Saturday in San Antonio.
I like the promos that are doing with Shiloh Hill, and yes, this is official now. Ethan Page versus Mr. Iguana.
That's taking place this Saturday, and these two still have to put pen to paper here tonight, but on Saturday, can Ricky Saints retain his title, or are we about to be under the thumb of Obafemi once more? It's a revolution versus a ruler Saturday at Deadline.
We caught a bit of a preview earlier tonight. We know the stakes are high. We know the action will be chaotic. Kalani Jordan, Lola Vice, Sol Ruka, Jordan Grace, Kendall Gray in the Women's Iron Survivor Challenge.
This one is about payback, betrayal, redemption. It will be a bag of emotions as Tatum Paxley seeks revenge against Izzy Dane at the last premium live event of the year, Deadline, Saturday in San Antonio. And not only that, these five also four are going to compete in a test of strategy and will. But which one of these superstars will have the luck of the draw in San Antonio? We're about to find out in our main event tonight on NXT.
Here, I believe in Joe Hendry. I believe in Joe Hendry.
The following contest is an 8-man tag team match scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, from Edinburgh, Scotland, weighing in 250 pounds of pure motivation.
Yeah.
Some of us remember when these first came out in 1984, the LJN Superstar figures. They are back, starring the legendary Hulk Hogan.
Wave your hands from side to side and say, oh, I believe in Joe Hendry. Joe Hendry. It's a prestigious wave your hands from side to side and say,
make
Oh, I
a
believe in
song
Joe
was he looking for all
Hendry.
7 years?
Joe Hendry. It's
You know what I want him to
prestigious.
feel? I mean, it's action figures. Let your imagination take shape. And Joe Hendry right now
I
has the
love Henry,
imagination of
bro.
the universe. Is he the Iron Survivor, or could it be his partner tonight?
The youngest X Division champion in TNA history. I've watched Leon Slater for quite some time now, but I had a chance to meet this young man earlier today. To say I'm a fan might be an understatement. Leon told me when he was young, his dad abandoned his family, which is why he makes every moment count and wants everyone he encounters to remember his name. Much like this dude.
Let's go. You want it.
The youngest in charge, Joe Hendry, the young OG, and there's one member of this team missing. But in our main event tonight, it's an 8-man tag team clash with deadline implications. It's live. It's next. SmackDown and Saturday night's main events are coming to the Bell Center in Montreal on Friday, January 23rd and Saturday, January 24th. Combo tickets are available now, but individual tickets go on sale this Friday via Ticketmaster. Saw these four earlier, and I got word during the break that Ava has signed off on Dion giving his NXT title to Saquon. That is from her desk. That is official. And we saw him hand that tag team title over. The tag team title obviously still in Dark State.
To me, that just shows what a cohesive unit Dark State remained. They came here to change the game. They came here to play by their own rules. Currently, they hold the NXT tag team titles. As a result of what goes down this Saturday, Dion Lennox could be the #1 contender to the NXT Championship. That would be mission accomplished for these young guys, and I don't know if anybody can stop them.
And look, this is a high-stakes main event here. Who will pick their spot in that Men's Iron Survivor Challenge match come Saturday at Deadline? Obviously, one side of the ring, let's call it what it is. It's everyone for themselves. They have to win, but they want to win tonight as a team to defeat Darkseid. I mean, it's got to be turbulent.
Look, if you're on Miles Bourne's team, everybody's looking out for #1. Then you've got Darkseid, an entire team looking out for one. That one tonight being Dion Lennox. And I can't stop thinking about the fire in the eyes of Lennox when we saw him encounter Oma Femi backstage earlier tonight. That looks like a young man who is fearless and ready for battle.
It's time to look at tonight's NXT recap presented by Progressive. So I got to ask you this, Corey. Would you tag out if you were in this match? If you were Miles Bourne or Joe Hendry or Slater or Javon Evans, would you tag yourself out of this match?
I think it's a necessity in this environment. No one person is going to defeat all 4 members of Dark State. I think you're going to be judicious. I think you're going to stay in there until your tank is absolutely empty, and then you got to keep your head on a swivel.
You take a look at Miles Bourne, who started this match off for his team.
Oh, nice!
Bourne taking down Saquon in the cover. Bourne, Hendry, Slater, Evans need each other to overcome a common enemy, as we saw at Gold Rush. That led us to this match, but power offense from Bourne into the cover to secure that spot, and he almost had the opportunity to make the selection